Hi everybody, welcome to the support video which is surrounding EPQs at 6th form. My name is Kiran Manoj and I am a tutor at Jyoti Learning and I am a student at the University of Bath studying computer science. So let's make a start. What are EPQs? Well, EPQ stands for an Extended Project Qualification, and I've just copied and pasted from UCAS, which will describe it better than I can. So an EPQ, to put it simply, is a big independent project for which you earn a qualification. It involves writing an essay around 5,000 words, which is a pretty long piece of paperwork about your research and how you approach your project, and a final presentation where you'll talk through this essay and paperwork. There is another thing you can do, which is make an artifact, is what they call it. So this can be a piece of artwork or something you physically made, and if you make an artifact, then you require a smaller essay. Depending on your college or sixth form, you might get some guidance on how to go about the EPQ, but you'll have to do most of it on your own. Okay, it is independent work, so you need to be able to organize your other subjects and commitments around this time, which we're going to talk about later on. EPQs are graded from an A star to an E, and they are worth up to 28 UCAS points, which is around half of an A level. How do they work though? So before we delve into the reasons why you should do an EPQ, what does it involve? So first things first, you need to choose a topic, okay? Your EPQ can be pretty much anything, okay? From an investigation into the ethical issues surrounding the use of stem cells, or to the design of and production of bespoke kitchen cabinets. Whatever you want, you can talk about. The only condition is that your chosen topic is not directly covered by any of your A-level subjects. For example, if you do physics, you can't just talk about space because you're already learning about that. So when you select your topic area is around by the end of year 12, and that's with the help of an assigned supervisor, like a teacher. Then this gives you the summer holidays to get a head start upon research. So this is a project that you're going to do a lot of research on. And the next step is to decide on the form you will take. So like I talked about, you can probably do a 5,000 word essay, or if you choose the artifact route, that means you only need like a short 1,000 word report, because obviously you have your artifact alongside with your essay. Most importantly, why is an EPQ something I should consider? So from AQA, these are the skills that they say that you build, or you build a more critical, reflective, and independent, or you become a more critical, reflective, independent learner. You develop and apply decision-making and problem-solving skills, and you increase your planning, research, analysis, synthesis, evaluation, and presentation skills, and obviously developing creativity, initiative, and enterprise. Those skills are really useful, whether you want to reflect it in your interviews, or whether you want to talk about them in your personal statements, or CV, whatever it is. Okay, these skills are very transferable. And they also prepare you for what university is like, more independent, and university is more self-directed learning. Okay, that's what university expects of you. So it kind of gives you a head start in terms of university, and that's quite useful depending on what subject you do at university. Obviously, if you do like English, literature, language, or anything like essay based, this is actually really useful. Something research based as well, you'll find really helpful doing an EPQ, I guess. In some cases, okay, universities can reduce your entry requirements if you do an EPQ on the side. So for example, if a uni required you to get A star, A, maybe they'd lower it to maybe A star, AA, with an A or A star in your EPQ. But again, don't just take my word for it. Look at the course you want to do, go to UCAS, or maybe go on the university website and see if they do lower the entry requirements doing an EPQ. Okay, it's really dependent on what the course you do and the university you go to. Okay, some universities don't really take EPQs into account, while others do. And here is my advice, okay? So my advice is, in caps, don't do one if you don't need one. Some really find EPQs to be beneficial to them. They'll learn something from it. and they'll gain something from it. But if you're just doing it because you just want something else alongside your A levels, I mean, you can do it, but make sure you can balance it alongside your work, because A levels are already a huge challenge for you. There's only 3 subjects, but there's a lot of content within those 3 subjects, and you should focus on those as well. Don't let your EPQ let you fall behind in your actual A levels, because your A levels are what matter to get into the university, right? Don't overwhelm yourself. Pick a topic that you're good and passionate about, but don't, again, like I said, it shouldn't be related to any of the A levels you're doing. Something you are passionate about that you know you can do research on. Like I said, consider the workload this can be. If you're already struggling, maybe reconsider and shift your focus on just your A levels. Again, A levels are 10 times more important, 100 times more important than an EPQ. EPQ is something you can do if you're already passionate about it. And lastly, if you do 4 A levels like I did, so I did maths, further maths, physics, and chemistry, do not choose to do another an EPQ along the side of 4 A levels, because 3 is already a lot. But 4, it's personally too much. Now, there are people who do 4 A levels and EPQ. My school literally blocks you from even doing that. They don't let you do it because they think the workload is way too much, okay? As a student, maybe you're 17, 18, it's way too much. So don't overwhelm yourself with that workload, okay? It's not worth it. Unless, again, an EPQ won't help that massively if you're already doing 4 A levels. The 4th A level will already account to something. Unless you're extremely passionate about it, do not do 4 A levels and an EPQ. But anyway, that is pretty much a rundown of what EPQs are. Hopefully this short video has been helpful in summarizing what it is. If you have any more questions, make sure to ask your teachers and clarify some things, or give any of us a message here. We'll be able to help. Thank you for watching.